This video is probably the one that I've been the most excited to make this year because my Leopard Gecko Orbit has a new enclosure, and this is something I've been wanting to do for the longest time, pretty much since I first set up her previous enclosure 3 years ago. I just wanted it to be bigger and better because she deserves it. She's my pet that I've had for the longest. I've had her for roughly around 6 years now, and she is 7 years old. So as time goes on and leopard gecko care standards improve, I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with that. So you might not actually recognise where I am at the moment. This is not my pet room. This is actually my office, which is attached to a house that we don't live in yet, but we are going to live in the next couple of years or so. So it just made more sense building a big enclosure to build it here rather than having to struggle and move this in a couple of years' time. So for now, she is going to be our little office mascot, and I do think with her being in here, we are going to see a lot more of her. She is going to get a lot more one-on-one attention, which is going to be nice. So this enclosure that you're about to watch me set up is a PVC enclosure by Viperia, and I have partnered with them to show you this enclosure. I'm also now an affiliate for them, and I do have an affiliate link in the description if you're in the UK and also wanting to upgrade your reptiles. So this was actually delivered to me a couple of weeks ago now, and they do hand deliver them. They drive all the way around the UK to deliver them to you, just to make sure they arrive in good condition, and they are very, very well packaged. They do arrive flat packed for you to put together yourself. So this is my enclosure, and everything about this is custom, but they do sell pre-designed sizes on their website if you don't need a custom enclosure. But you can decide so many aspects of these enclosures if you want to. You can choose the type of doors you've got, you can choose how much mesh you want on the top, and Viperia enclosures tend to come with slats on the front or the sides. I chose not to have these because I just prefer the way it looks without them, but you can choose to have them or not have them if you want to. And one of the main things I was looking for when getting a new enclosure was having a matching cabinet and everything just looking really seamless together. So Viperia also make the matching cabinets to go with, and these have just got shelves on the inside like this. And one of the great things about this is obviously I've just got the cabinet and the enclosure for Orbit at the moment, but if I do want to expand in the future and add another enclosure on top for frogs or something, that's what I'm thinking, then I can add a spacer on and then another enclosure on top. So yeah, there's room to expand. They look really, really nice when you've got an entire wall of them. If you're thinking small scale like I've done, or you want to do an entire reptile room with these on an entire wall, they look really, really good like that too. Look at River in the background. But yeah, I am very, very happy with how this is looking, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's finished. So this is just one of the side panels of the background that I've gone with. And in the past, I have made all of my own reptile backgrounds. This time, I just really wanted something that I was going to be happy with and that was going to last. And this is from a website called Rockways. I will link that in the description. And yeah, I actually am really happy with this. I was a little bit concerned the ledges wouldn't be deep enough for a leopard gecko to sit on, but they are. They are really deep, really big. And the background, the actual back panel, is pretty much the same as this, obviously just longer. And then I've got the two side panels to go on either side. So I think this is going to look really good. But let's install it and see. is the background in, and I'm really happy with it. I have decided this time not to use any live plants. I've tried the whole succulents and air plants and bioactive setup for a leopard gecko before, and I just find it way too difficult to make this work in such an arid setup. So this time we're going for mostly fake plants, and you know what? I don't think they look too bad. So I've gone ahead and put the lid on. She's also got all of her heating and lighting. She has got her deep heat projector, her UVB and her LED, all by Arcadia. And although I'm not really planning on using many plants, if any at all, in this enclosure, I'm still using the LED because it's still nice to have a light in there so I can see into the enclosure. So just to give you an overview of everything that she's got inside, on the left hand side she has got her warm hide, and on top of this I've used rainbow slate. In the past, like every other reptile keeper, I've used the purple slate instead, but I wanted to try this because the purple slate did not really match with the whole colour scheme I've got going on, and so far it does seem to be doing okay. With the heat it seems to be working exactly the same, so I'm glad about that because it does look a lot nicer. She's then also got her thermostat probe and then the sign at the front that says Orbit lives here from the bearded shrimp on Etsy. At the back she's got this cork log which I bought over a year ago now. I saw this and I had to have it with this enclosure in mind, so finally glad that I get to actually use this. And then that's just got a fake snake plant next to that. She's got a cork kind of branch going all the way across the enclosure, and this carex grass, sedge grass. I did say I was not going to use any live plants, but this is actually in a plant pot, so I can take this out and water it and things, hopefully just to keep it as alive as possible. In the middle of the enclosure, she has got her humid hide, and then towards the front, she's got these pieces of slate with, again, from the bearded shrimp, a pot of calcium. Moving round over to the cool side, she's got this hide with a fake succulent, and then her water bowl, which I really don't like the appearance of this. I've had such an issue with buying water bowls and they don't look anything like the picture online, so I'm trying to cover this with leaves because it's not the nicest looking bowl in the world. But yeah, that is everything she has in her enclosure. Okay, I've got her. She's finally going to the office to go into her new enclosure. It's not a super long drive, so she's not going to be in here for too long. So that is the finished enclosure. I am so happy with how it's turned out. And if you're also interested in getting PVC enclosures in the UK for your reptiles, please check out the link to Viperia in my description. I'll also try and link as many of the other items I've used as I can, things like the background and the bearded shrimp. I'll leave all of that in the description as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me set up this new enclosure for Orbit. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!